Good morning, children. This is Sheila, your computer teacher. Last class we saw concept DMC connecting PHP with MySQL. Good morning, children. This is Sheila, your computer application teacher. In last class, we saw forms and files, and today we are going to see connecting PHP and MySQL. Generally, data is important. In all computers, we will store information, isn't it? So, what happens is, as the data starts increasing, the data has to be stored securely, and the environment that it supports, it has to be perfect enough to support it, right? So, such facilities are actually available in RDBMS. I mean, Relational Database Management System. Such databases are going to be MySQL, which is freeware, Oracle, IBM DB2, and Microsoft SQL Server, etc. Fine. So these databases are connected with programming languages. How are they connected? They are connected with programming languages, and we perform certain operations. What sort of operations do we perform? We perform insert, select, update, delete. Fine. All these operations are performed using SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. We already dealt with it, right? So insert table, table name, select star from table, update database, delete a table. All these operations we saw in our DBMS third lesson. I believe you people would have revised it. Generally, PHP scripting language. In PHP scripting language, many functions are available for MySQL database connectivity and for executing your SQL queries. For your PHP, what do we do is we use MySQLi extension. Fine. This actually used for your PHP scripting language. MySQLi extension. See, it has a version 5.0.0. Using your MySQL extension, we perform connect, close, select the DB, affected rows, connecting errors, connection errors, and fetch association. All these are an operation that is actually related to your MySQL database connectivity. Now, what is the syntax that we use for our MySQL database connectivity? This is going to be like this: MySQL _ connect, server name, you will have a username, password followed by a database name, and any syntax that we write should end up with a semicolon. Semicolon denotes that the syntax is ended up. Fine. Server name, username, password, DB name. Fine. This is a basic program for your database connections. See, already snippet means a short code or a small code is going to be called as snippet. What have we written here? We already know that we have SUPD in our connection, isn't it? Server name, username, password, and DB name. What do we define here is we define values for each and every parameters that we have. Local host is being assigned for your server name. Username is actually assigned for your username. Password is actually assigned for your password. And school underscore DB is actually assigned for your DB underscore name. And now what do we do is we create connection. So how do we write it as $connect is equal to MySQL connect of server name, username, password, DB name. For all this, the values will be assigned. So what will be the value for your local host? What is the value for your server name? It is going to be localhost. It is going to be localhost. And what about username? Username is same here, isn't it? And what about password? Password is same. And what about DB name? DB name is going to be school DB. All this will be assigned for this. Clear? Already we assigned values here: localhost, username, password, DB for all the variables that we have in the arguments. And for all this we assign the value now. As we call this, what happens? The values that is being assigned there will be located here. Is that clear? Next, what do we do is we check the connection whether it is being established or not. If not established, if not $connect means we have written our code here, right? We have written a code here, right? For this only we are just gonna check here. If this symbol denotes not connected, fine. This symbol denotes, this exclamation denotes it is not connected. If not connected, what should happen? You should get an error message. In case if the connection is established, you have to get a message called connected successfully. So in the above code we had SUPD, server name, username, password, DB name, right? So server name denotes server, database, server, right? Server IP address. Username, database server username. Password, database server password, and DB name for your database name. Fine. So now let us move on with performing queries. See, the main aim of your query is to combine your MySQL and PHP connectivity to retrieve data, to manipulate the data from your MySQL database server. Here is a syntax for retrieving. I mean for your MySQLi query. Fine. So how do we do it? MySQLi query underscore query connection object SQL query. So for connection we use MySQL connect. Fine. For your query, what do we do? For your query, what do? We write SQL is equal to select student name underscore student age from the student, right? Then what do? We write MySQL query and $connection comma $SQL. Able to follow? We wrote a connection first and we just included that in our query here. This is going to be your second query, MySQLi underscore query connections. For your connection object, it is going to be $connect, and for your query, it is going to be $query. But we wrote the queries separately. Fine. Now let us move on with closing queries. Fine. How do we close a function? How do we close a query? We use what? MySQLi underscore close function to close the existing opened database connections between your PHP scripting and MySQL database server. How do we do it? MySQLi underscore close connecting object. Fine. Now let us see a small code for it. How it is being written? PHP connection, right? And finally, after we finish, what should we do? We have to close it with MySQL underscore close with a variable that we defined. Is that clear, children? This is a sample code which is actually used for retrieving two records from a school table, from a student table, and which is actually being present in a school database. Fine. So what do we do here? First we have defined all the variables, localhost, username, password, DB to your variables that is actually the SUPD, right? We had an argument in our connection. So as usual, as the connection is established, we will write the connection code. After that, we will check whether there is an error. In case if there is an error, it has to send a message that it has failed to connect. Then what do? We write the queries, isn't it? Select statement is equal to select star from my context. I'm just writing a query for that. Now, as I write, next I just another query. What query it is? Whatever I am collecting, I'll put it in the result. MySQLi query connection SQLi query statement. This is for executing your SQL statements. Next I have another query. $rows is equal to number of rows. Get the number of rows in return. Fine. And for each and every row, what am I going to get? I'm going to get the ID. I'm going to get the full name. I'm going to get the gender, contact number, email ID, city and country. Fine, children. And finally, after we finish, what we have to do? We have to close the connection in our database. Yes, children, with this chapter is just getting over. Fine. Write the 2 marks, 3 marks and 5 marks in your classwork notebook and submit it on Wednesday without fail. Thank you, children.